What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Good evening. Hopefully, your football day has gone well. It's very odd for us to be meeting on a Sunday. There was a lot of basketball played yesterday. Then I realized, oh well, it's probably because of all the football games that they don't want to put, the games on the Saturday, even though a majority of the ACC played yesterday. Carolina squeaked away with a 5-point win against Georgia Tech, which, not great, not great for us. Obviously, we would have preferred to see them go down. But today, Kansas has already lost. So Kansas has lost twice this week now. So number one team in the country going down in successive games, one at Creighton and then this first one against Missouri in their first conference game. So not great there for the Jayhawks. Duke, of course, looking to move up in the rankings. Looks like Auburn got a W today, big against Richmond. I assume Auburn probably won't move very much, considering that Kansas also lost. I actually think the big mover this week is going to be Kentucky, because of their win against Gonzaga. Sorry. Chris Hand, welcome in. Could we take a moment to talk about how the Cameron Crazies were awesome? They were awesome against Auburn. Although there was an interesting thing I saw on Twitter the other day, which was basically saying it was an email sent out by one of the administrators of the Iron Dukes that basically was a reminder to all season ticket holders. The email was sent out to all season ticket holders, basically saying, look, season ticket holders, you are actually not allowed to resell your tickets. It's illegal for you to resell your tickets, even though everyone does it, but it's technically not allowed. And what happened was people were complaining about the number of Auburn fans in Cameron on Wednesday. Apparently, there were a considerable number of them that had bought some of the tickets that had been sold by Duke season ticket holders. And so that caused a little bit of a commotion amongst the Duke folks. But yes, the Cameron Crazies kind of had to drown them out, which we sort of did effectively. And then, of course, we put Auburn in its place. Look, this Duke team is coming off a huge win, obviously, coming on Wednesday, a resume-building win when you think ahead towards March. I mean, the team played exceptionally well. Isaiah Evans was tremendous. I hope we get to see some more of Isaiah Evans tonight, and get him sort of more minutes as part of the rotation. All those 18 points and those 6 3-pointers came in the first half. 0 came in the second half. He kind of played sparingly in that second half. Timothy, welcome in. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy early evening to all those on the East Coast like myself. I'd like to see some more Isaiah Evans here tonight. Looks like Sion James will get the starting nod, however. It'll be Flag, Knipple, Sion James, Malawach, and Proctor. So this is the new starting 5. Looks like it's going to be for the Blue Devils going forward. No real surprise, honestly, given the given kind of Caleb Foster and actually him coming off the bench with 11 points last time was quite good anyway. So I think his role off the bench is fine. Louisville, sort of an interesting team here. They had a big win against number 14th ranked Indiana in that battle for Atlantis. Actually, Louisville will control the opening tip here. However, they've been a bit up and down this season, and they just lost one of their stars to an ACL injury. He will obviously out for the season. There is another player from Louisville who is also out of the season with a torn I think it was a labrum or was a meniscus. Well, I'd have to check my notes, but either way, so a little bit of the depleted Louisville squad here, as they will get the scoring started with Hadley. We'll talk plenty about Hadley throughout the game, and then also Chucky Hepburn, number 24, currently leading Louisville with 15 points average on the season. So let's just fix this. Okay. Let's fine. As Proctor's going to go for 3, and he's actually going to drill that 3-pointer. So nicely done for Tyrese. Tyrese Proctor hitting has a continuing streak actually of hitting at least 2 3-pointers in each of Duke's first 8 games. He's got his first one so far, and we've got a foul on the floor. That'll be charge to Cooper flag. So let's catch up with chat a little bit. Welcome in, Orlando. Welcome in, Cat Fan. Do you know of a channel on YouTube called Draftmatic? I do not, actually. I do not. John Shire there get the camera focused on him. Actually, Shire with the win against Auburn, 60-20 is his record so far in Durham. He is the fastest Duke coach to 60 wins. Or he's he's the fastest Duke coach to 60 wins. That's, I guess, the right way to say it. Here's Hepburn for 3. Yep. And that'll go down. Chucky Hepburn, who was the MVP in that little battle for Atlantis there, or he's averaging around 20 points per game in that 3-game multi-team event. Got posted the morning after the games were played. Oh, interesting. Well, yeah, that kind of make sense. You could like sort of post them after the fact. The second three from Proctor, no good there. Steelers finally took care of business against the Browns. This is another in the win column. Yeah, the Steelers look very good today. When you don't, it's kind of amazing what happens when you don't have to play in the snow, huh? Kind of like the 49ers right now, who are just putting the hurt on the Chicago Bears. Again, not having to play in the freezing cold conditions. Looking pretty good at the moment. We'll keep tabs on the NFL games as well. I still have to make my fantasy playoffs, and I need to continued big games out of JSN for Seattle and Kittle, George Kittle, who had amazing first halves before we jumped into the Duke game here. So I hope they can manage to continue while we're watching. Sion James was open in the corner, but Proctor didn't really get it to him. Malawach on the offensive board, and actually we have a scrum here between Malawach and Noah Waterman. And the possession arrow will keep it with the Blue Devils, so it is actually it's actually correct on the board there. Sadly, all NCAA games have now been removed as well as this channel. Yeah, well, so the problem is, the NCAA at some point is going to get wise up. Well, either the NCAA or CBS or ESPN is going to wise up. As Knipple rises for 3, no. Flag tries to get the offensive board. He can't do it, and Louisville comes down with it here. Again, the first road game for these Duke freshmen in the ACC. Very early to have an ACC game. At this point in December, we've been kind of getting earlier and earlier. I think last year our first ACC game was maybe a week from now. It's Hepburn turnaround jump shot. Ooh, the putback there by James Scott. Yes, that's good for Louisville. 7-3 here in the early going. I fully expect us to win this game. I would prefer if we didn't get down 10 at the start, which is the way this seems to be trending here. As we do have the one Proctor 3, but other than that, the shooting has been a little cold. To see James is going to drive. Oh, he's going to get stripped. They're not going to call a foul on this. Going the other way, the 3. Ooh, timeout, Shire. As Louisville has opened a 7-point lead here in the transition 3. So that's not a great start. No, Nolan is no longer part of the staff. The Louisville Cardinal have completely turned over their staff, which is why they are decently good at this point after the abysmal 2 years. Actually, the win against Indiana was the first win against a ranked team since 2021, which makes a lot of sense because Louisville wasn't doing very much winning at all in the last couple of years. So it makes sense that, they kind of break that streak there. Let's take a quick look at the stats here. A quick look at where we've got who's scoring what. Where are my live stats? So basically they brought in a new coach, former coach of the College of Charleston. Took College of Charleston to the NCAA tournament in 3 of the last 4 years. So actually a pretty good program, a pretty good setup here for Louisville as they call. Yeah, that was Renee Smith. And so now Louisville has been rebuilt. Louisville has been completely rebuilt to with a ton of transfers. Basically, they have like 2 freshmen on the entire team, and everybody else is transfers. How did the AI get the KFC logo correct? Honestly, that wasn't the hard part of the that wasn't the hardest part of the image. It insisted on getting the KFC logo correct from the start and got like a lot of other parts wrong that I had to fix. So the KFC logo, I said something in the prompt about like there's a bucket of like a big bucket of chicken. Can we get a look at the Duke women that just flashed on the bottom of the screen? 181.69. So the Duke women won. So there you go. But yeah, I basically told it, yeah, they're sharing like a bucket of fried chicken like you would find at KFC, and then it like plastered KFC logo and branding everywhere in the thing, and I was like, oh, okay, oh my god. It was actually it did it like really well. I guess there's a very easy to find a lot of reference images of KFC. Probably not surprising. As Foster for 3. Ooh, he drills that one, and that finally breaks the Duke scoring drought here. Louisville up in transition, really pushing here, and that's going to be a foul on Caleb Foster. I don't mind it because Duke was a little late in transition there, so. And actually, that's going to be the under 16 timeout. So an opportunity here to catch our breath as things have been ranking a little bit. Whoops. Nope. So NCAA women's Duke women. This is the final score of the Duke women. 81-59. I was close. I said 69. 81-59. Duke women 9-2, 1-0 in conference over the Virginia Tech Hokies. Congratulations to our Duke women's basketball on that one. Yeah, the slow starts are not great. The problem is, like, not only do we start slow on the road, we also start slow at home. We just seem to start slow regardless of where we're playing. I don't quite understand why. I mean, some of it is just like bad. It's just like the shots aren't going down, but like, also apparently this is kind of hilarious. For some reason on the stats, the live stats have us pegged as Ole Miss. I don't know how anybody could explain this, but apparently Duke is now referred to as Ole Miss in the Ole Miss was their last game that Louisville played, which they lost against ranked. That was a ranked Ole Miss team. That was their SEC ACC challenge game, and they lost that one. Of course, most of the ACC teams lost their challenge games, so it's not not very surprising. Yeah, I guess the settling in and taking threes is not great. Like, we're 2 of 5 from 3 and we're 2 of 6 from the field, which basically tells me, well, we've shot 6 times, 5 of them have been 3-pointers, and okay, we made 2 of them. But basically, we've only taken 1 non-3-point shot. I don't really like. Maybe if Isaiah Evans was the one taking the 3-point shots, we'd kind of be okay with this, but he's not been the one taking the 3-point shots. So I'm not really sure that's the mechanism by which we should be able to win this game. I would just try to like get our athletes in the paint and make it happen. So yeah, something tells me that's not going to be the way to do it. What we were talking about the Hepburn number 24 as well for Louisville, who's their best player, is averaging 15 points per game, and actually steals is the other big one. He averages around 3.5 steals per game, which is kind of crazy. He's got 3 games of 6 or more steals. 6 or more steals, which is like insane. So really good, like ball handling and our guard skills are going to play a big role in this one as well. Shane Buchanan, welcome in. Good evening. Greetings, Zoo fam. Hope everyone is having a good weekend. So far, so good. It's been good weather down here in South Florida. Very nice day today. Very breezy, but good temperature. So Louisville at the free throw line here, shooting 2. Oh, yes, this was the Connie Ruths. This was the Caleb Foster foul on the fast break. Oh, and that is the second. So 2 for 2 at the free throw line as Louisville's opened a 6-point lead, 12-6 here. Duke having to claw its way back early. Stafford playing, yeah, that's a high profile game. That game could be high scoring too because you got Stafford and Allen. Ooh, nice backdoor cut there between Malik Brown and Flag. And Flag that should have been an and one. I thought Flag got hit. Great feed entry pass there from Malik Brown as Flag manages to beat out two birds. Oh, that is could have been called a foul on Foster with the hand check, but nothing there, and they're going to get Isaiah Evans as Ruths is driving to the basket. I have to keep tabs on the NFL scores during each of the timeouts as well. Oh, it was a torn labrum. My God, I did get that right. All right, and so Louisville with the inbounds again, ahead by 4 here with Duke. Opportunity for defense. The 3-pointer by Ruths, nothing. And Foster brings it out for the Blue Devils. Evans thought about a quick shot. Louisville, Proctor drives and draws 2. Deep 3 by Foster, nothing. Malik Brown, they're going to call Brown or they're going to call Louisville? They're going to call Louisville on that one, actually, Javon Hadley. And I actually think it's going to be his second foul. We'll get the fouls under control here. What is the foul situation? One Foster. Okay, I have Duke correct. And Scott and 2. Okay, good. And Flag thought about the 3. I should have gotten it to Proctor there, but he will feed Brown. And it looks like Proctor will come off the curl. Proctor on the left side operating alone. Mid-range jump shot. Nice. Tyrese Proctor with 5. He's got it going early, and Duke's pulled this thing to within 2 here. Looking for offense, passing it around, and here's Hepburn. Yeah, okay. Hepburn's got 6. Oh, boy. This is like one of those, like, you just hope this dude doesn't go for 30. You kind of know he's going to get his, but hope it's not 30. It's like something like 15. Flag with the multiple jab stabs. Flag. Ooh, I thought that shot was going to be good. Offensive foul. Offensive foul on Waterman, who pushed Flag out of the way. What's up, bud? Good acting job by Cooper to get the ball back there. I applaud it. So Duke trailing by 5 with another opportunity here. Oof, Proctor, travel. Oh no, foul? Travel. Bummer. So still Duke down by 5 here as the Cardinal looking for more. There's the screen by Scott. Hepburn still has it. Hepburn passes it off to Ruth for another 3. Or actually, that's his first one. The 3-pointers are falling for Louisville, though, that's for sure. Is this 4? Nice floater there by Foster. 5, although we seem to be trading 2s for 3s at the moment, so it's 18-12. Good year, 18-12. Hepburn driving, has to give it off to Waterman. Waterman trying to go baseline, cut off by Flag. Good defense there. Isaiah Evans tried to get Ruths, And now Roos trying to back down Evans. Evans has been quiet, especially offensively. He's Hepburn with 5. Hepburn with the turnaround. Now it's going to be Waterman from range. No, that should be a foul on Scott for dragging Malik Brown. But either way, Duke comes up with it. Over to Flag in transition. Flag for the 3. No good. Cooper Flag's 3-point shot just has not been there all season. It just has not been happening. And Louisville will step on the end line, and it's 12:35, so we still have 35 seconds to go before we get another TV timeout here. It looks like the Bears are finally on the board. Or actually, is that they go for 2 and miss? Maybe. It's at 24-6 as Gillis gets ready to come in off the bench. I wonder who he's going to come in and replace. Zion James comes back in. Does the blue on the Duke jersey look very blue to anybody else? It's like extra. It doesn't look dark enough. Maybe just maybe it's just my monitor. Isaiah Evans thought about 3. Now he goes for 3. That's short. Nice rebound by Malawach. Get it back outside to Gillis. There you go. Reset the offense, and here's another opportunity. Foster for 3 there. In and out again as the 3-pointer just doesn't fall for the Blue Devils. So it feels very much to like the beginning of the Auburn game. This one is Edwards. Edwards Jr. hits 3, yes, and that is another. Now Duke down by 9, which is the largest lead for Louisville so far today. And Gillis there, in and out, couldn't hit it. Oh boy, now we're in real trouble here, folks. The shots are just not going down. And Louisville seems to be hitting just about everything. Good defense on that possession is there. It's a turnover, so nicely done. Unfortunately, folks, our shots are just, boy, it's just bad. It's just unfortunate here. We are 2 of 10 from beyond the arc. 2 of 10. Oh my God. And we have managed to hit a couple 2s, but not much else. I mean, Louisville is 5 of 7 from 3-point range. So another slow start, another hot start by the opponent have put us on the back foot here, so to speak, which is not great. What else, folks? What else? Ooh, the Seattle-Arizona game is getting good, too. We have in the oh, Seattle got a field goal. I'd see. That was 27 at the half. Okay. Charbonnet. Yeah, Pittsburgh. Let's see. Shire needs to call time. I mean, Shire already used one of the timeouts. It's yeah, we've already used one of our timeouts. Yeah, Timothy, your Pittsburgh schedule like deep into the season is not great, right? I think you're probably good for the playoffs if you win at least one of them. I mean, you have a win already over the Ravens, do you not? I'm pretty sure you do. So you're like in decent shape there. So that's good for you. You think you'll have 2 out of the 2? You'll have 2 of them. Which 2 is the key one? Which 2 do you think you're gonna get? You get the. I don't know if you beat the Ravens twice, which means you probably get what, the Chiefs and the Eagles. I think you beat the Ravens again. 3-point shooting this season, 7th in number of attempts, and 27% on the season. They are 27% shooting 3 on the season, and they are shooting 71% when Duke shows up into town. When like the team with Duke on the jersey shows up, because of course they are. That just happens to be the way it goes. Unreal. Nipple trying to find something inside. Can't. Has to get it back outside. Gillis is open on the corner for 3, but we won't get it to him as Sion James comes up early. So Duke coming out of the timeout, and we almost got the turnover there, but couldn't handle it. So it's back to Duke. They'll come back to reality eventually. I mean, yes, eventually they will come back to reality. The question is how much damage will be done between now and then. Oh my gosh, they're just going to put up another 3. I mean, wow. So that's 24 points so far as Duke has another almost 3-minute scoring drought, the second scoring drought of 3 minutes or more so far in this game, and we've only played 9 minutes of game action. The alley-oop, nice by Foster to Malowacz, trying to get an easy 2. There you go. This is going the way of like that Louisville game where we were down 24-26, what was it, with 13 to go and came back. Not quite this dramatic. Oh my god, but that was wide open, and I mean, you just gave him a wide open shot right there. That's a wide open shot, man. Wow, this is the Auburn hangover at the moment, man. Sion James is going to try to get 3. That's way off. I mean, way off. God, man, this is so bad. They're going to put it up again. Just shoot it. Just shoot it, Louisville. I mean, we have Cooper Flagg is actually on the bench at the moment. Yeah, they're just going to jack it up. Okay, that's a rebound to Duke. I mean, I prefer to not go down in double. I mean, if we could go down, maybe the second half is like 5 points. Wow, this is just getting comedic at the moment as Sion James turns it over and. Not great, guys. Any given day in the ACC, right? On the road in the ACC, any given day. Any given day. Hepburn's got it, being guarded by Brown. Hepburn going in, and that's a turnover. His Flagg gets it, and now he's got the outlet. Flagg over to Knipple. Knipple, nice. Knipple with the finish. It was actually very good defense by Louisville to stay vertical there. So now the game is 11. Let's see if we can get a stop and a bucket. Stop and a bucket. No, it's going to be Edwards for 3 again, and he's just going to hit it. So, okay, that's his third 3-pointer. He hasn't missed, so 30 points now for Louisville as they're 8 of 11. And it's basically shoot-around out there. Nipple gives it to Flagg. Flagg is going to drive in. Flagg, nice for 2. Again, though, trading 2s for 3s. We need defense. We can trade the 2s as long as they're not scoring on this end. This is Hadley here. Working on Gillis. Edwards now going late in the shot clock here. 8 seconds on the shot clock, and we got another turnover. Knipple collects it, gives it to Flag. Flag looking for Brown. Now Flag looking for Gillis. Gillis steps into it. Yes! Gillis with the 3 and delivers, and we got a timeout for Louisville as that looked a little bit better. So Duke ramping up the defense a little bit, bringing this down to 9 by the 7:44. So we got a media timeout as well. Yeah, the thrillers last night were actually pretty good. I thought the Oregon one was really good. I was never really a fan of SMU, to be fair. The entire like debacle between the whole like Alabama, SMU, like who gets in, who gets left out. Look, folks, it's Duke's fault, okay? Let's be real. Duke had SMU on the ropes with a game of 6 turnovers and just couldn't hit a field goal. Like you turn the ball over 6 times, especially the game was in Durham. Like there's no reason that Duke should have lost that game. And SMU ended up winning it in overtime. Like had Duke won that game, this wouldn't even be a conversation. So like it's all Duke's fault, okay? That's the way the world works. I don't think SMU, to be honest, passes the eye test. I don't even know if Clemson passes the eye test, to be honest. I thought that if you did it the way that you look at, basketball, right, where you have like these, the ACC was effectively a 1-bid league, and Clemson more or less stole the bid from SMU, who had been the sort of the regular season champion, if you will. The bizarre thing about that is that like that's like people it's like, okay, you're like treating one of the Power 5 conferences as a mid-major, giving them like a single bid. But like, look, the football in the ACC hasn't been very good this season. It doesn't take a genius to know that. So like, I don't know. To be honest, I don't think that like if you played that game again, I'm not sure that like SMU would. SMU should have lost to Duke. Okay, they shouldn't have been in the conversation. And of all the teams between Clemson, SMU, and Miami, probably Miami is actually the best one of all, but they're on the outside looking in entirely. So I don't know. It just seems a little odd. There's just like so much of this like back and forth, like who should get in kind of thing. I just don't even. I don't know. If you're gonna treat the ACC like a one bid lead, then treat it like a one bid league, and that's it. Over the 100th time, it was Manny's D's fault for trusting our kicker time and time again. Yeah, that's the problem, Cat fan. The QB situation is way too unreliable for Duke to like have like it doesn't make so like. Sure, Duke is a 9-3 team, but are they actually a really good football team? I wouldn't say that. Yeah. Oh my God, we're such a good football team. No. Like you don't have the consistent quarterback play to be able to say that. So anyway, like our defense is pretty good, and the skill players are pretty good. Like the running backs and the wide receivers, it's just like it isn't happening at the quarterback position. It's just way too up and down. But we've got a basketball game, so we'll get back to that later. As we've managed to cut it to within 9, and this is coming out of a Louisville timeout here. After a few Louisville turnovers, looks like Cooper is a little hobbled there, and we're going to get a foul on Tyrese Proctor. Like I'm missing a foul on one of our Duke guys. Foster has 2. Okay, there it is. So far, who's at the free throw line? Louisville at the free throw line. 1-1. No, just a single. Oh wait, they hit and missed. Okay. That was Ruth's, so he's got 6 as it's a 10-point lead. Knippel should take it right to the basket. Oh my goodness. You gotta sink that one. U of L is 8 of 11 from 3 and Duke's still within single digits. I mean, that's why we have hope in this game, right, Shane? Because it's like at some point this 27% three-point shooting team needs to revert to the mean. Right now they're shooting 72%, so you got to flip those numbers. It's scaring me we're this far behind. I mean, look, like I would be okay the way that this half has gone. If we can take it into the halftime locker room down by 5, I'd be completely okay with that. I would be totally happy with that situation. And Knippel there got both at the free throw line, so we are back to, actually we're at 8. We managed to cut an extra point there off the lead. So Hepburn being guarded by Proctor. Ooh, what a spin move, actually. Oh, can't finish there with the layup. Louisville doing much better from beyond the arc than inside of it. And Malik Brown saves what would have been a turnover. Cooper setting the high screen here. 14 seconds on this shot. Step back jumper for Proctor. Actually hands it to Flag. Flag drives in. Oh, Flag too strong on the finish. Oh my goodness. Left it at the rim. So both Knippel and Flag leaving 2 bunnies there. Oh my goodness. So we are able to get to the rim. We just can't finish. Oh, I'm poked out there by Brown. Almost a turnover. Hepburn being guarded by Knippel here. And here is Smith. Smith, nothing. It was an air ball. That didn't even hit the rim. The shot clock does not reset. 4 seconds for Louisville. Nice steal almost by Flag. Louisville's got to put it up. Oh, another block by Brown. Great defensive possession here by Duke. That, yeah, because the shot clock violation stops the clock. Well, makes this a dead ball. So, Malik, if the refs had let them play it out, Malik Brown would have had a run out on that one. So Duke with another opportunity to cut into the lead here. Here's the high screen by Flag. We love running this little high screen action for Flag. Flag couldn't get it, gets his own rebound, and keeps his dribble alive, actually. Knippel for 3. Knippel, no. Still, Duke can't get it done from beyond the arc. And coming up empty yet again. Hepburn driving in. That's a foul. That's a foul by Gillis. The other problem is that, like, we're not getting back in transition. There's these very long rebounds that like we're getting trapped in these like 3-pointers that are missing, that are creating very long rebounds that Louisville is just gunning for it for the opposite side of the court after those rebounds, and we are not getting back, and we're essentially getting caught with having to foul, which is basically the situation that just happened here. So Hepburn at the free throw line now with 7 points there. Bring Evans back in, give me a break with Mason Gillis. Yeah, I mean, at least Gillis has he did hit a 3, so he's got 1 shot there that he hit, and Hepburn hits them both. So back to 10 is the margin at the moment. 8 for him. Yeah, there we go. Louisville with a bit of a press. Knippel driving. Knippel should be able to make that. No. 0 for last 3 is Duke here. All right at the rim. I mean, we're just not shooting well. Oh. Edwards now. And that's 12. Foster gets fouled. At least he'll go to the free throw line here. I mean, I think the refs are kind of calling it. They're calling it fine. It's a bit back and forth, to be honest. Oh my goodness. Caleb Foster leaves it right at the rim. That's a miss. Actually, one of our worst. He's one of our worst foul shooters. That's the foul situations. Actually, 6 fouls apiece, so it's not. Yeah, as Foster goes 1 of 2 at the line for 6. Actually, oddly enough, Foster has the most points out of any Blue Devil, as Duke still trails by 11 here, with under 5 to go in the first half. Oh, nice steal by Brown. Get going! Give it to Evans, rather. Cross-court pass to Foster. Foster is wide open. This has to hit! Yes, and it does. Nice. Duke managing to win in transition there for a second on the Malik Brown steal. Oh my goodness, Foster. Foster. That's Foster's 3rd foul. That's crazy, man. 3 fouls in 15 minutes of game action. Even though he has 9 points, he's actually the most productive Blue Devil coming off the bench at the moment is Caleb Foster. Unfortunately, those 3 fouls are going to bench him for the remainder of the half. And Rainey Smith is going to be at the free throw line here for Louisville. 1-1. Makes the front end of that. And he makes the second. So 2 of 2. Looks like the Cardinal are perfect at the free throw line. They're 7 of 8. So okay, they've only missed 1. 10 points, still the margin here. Oh boy, we need to bring it to within 5, man, by halftime. It's got to be single digits. Wow, what defense there by the Cardinal. Proctor to Flag. Flag driving in. Flag just trying to leave it for Malik Brown, but I think he should have taken the shot. 8 seconds for Duke to make something happen. 4:02 in the game here. Honestly, I think Flag was a little too selfish on this play underneath the basket. I think if he decides to take that himself, he probably gets an and one. Dropping it off for Brown is a bit of a 50-50 proposition at best. 7 seconds here. 5, 4. Wow, Proctor's going to have to shoot. Proctor driving in, giving it to Sion James. James for 3. And, oh, the kind roll. Woo, that was a big one. We needed it. Now need a defensive stop. Evans gets beat. Louisville reverses the ball. Extra pass. Waterman for 3. No good there. Malik Brown with the rebound. That's what Duke needed, honestly. And here's Proctor looking, giving it to Brown. Evans, right, catching. In and out, man. Oh, but Flag steals it and actually recovers it. Flag thought about the 3. Drive! Go up! Yes! That's the and one that I was talking about from before. Don't give up the ball. Take it into the dude's body. That's his 3rd foul on Waterman, too. Huge play by Cooper Flag. Gets the steal. Look at... We go to the replay. We go to the replay, folks. I mean, this is what I wanted Flag to do, just instead of giving it to Malik Brown and the other one. So this is the Isaiah Evans almost misses here. But look at this. Look at the effort here by Flag, who steals. He thought about the 3. No, drive it right there. Up. Thank you. Go right into the guy's body. You can totally take him. It's exactly what he should have done on the previous play too. And Duke is right back in it. Essentially what this so the interesting part about this, though, is if you look at where's the foul situation? Here's the foul situation. This should be the 3rd foul here. Third foul on Waterman, who's their big man down low. So foul trouble for Louisville, especially this is where Duke can assert itself in the second half. Of course, Cooper Flag needs to convert on this, and now it's a 4-point game. So now we're actually playing within within arm's reach of this thing. We're looking good here. We're looking much better, actually. Looking much, much better. Oh my gosh, the Isaac Garendo is insane. The this is crazy. I tried to pick up Garendo earlier this week. I couldn't do it. Half my league wanted him. I was second on the chart. It didn't work. My George Kittle is doing okay, but I'm keeping an eye on JSN over here, who seems stuck on this little 4 for 70 and 1. It's not happening for JSN right now. Very not great. All right, so it's not that Louisville has cooled off a little bit, but they really haven't taken many threes. Just the Duke defense has sort of really ramped itself up. I mean, if you look at the scoring plays here, let's see. They got free throw, a jumper at 5:07, free throw. So, okay, the three-pointer. So basically in the last 5 minutes of action, Louisville has scored from the field exactly once, which is what essentially is allowing Duke to bring this thing back to, yeah. So the Vikings game is insane, man. I really just can't stand Sam Darnold enough, man. I played him one time in my fantasy league. I wouldn't, because I couldn't play. I think it was Stroud's bye week. Okay, I needed one game out of Sam Darnold, and he puts up basically a goose egg. It was that game where he threw like 3 interceptions, and I was like, "You have got to be kidding me!" Like, honestly, you have got to be kidding me. I just couldn't. I could not believe my absolute terrible luck of the entire situation. And so I just dropped him. But if I had used him today when Bo Nix was on bye, like, it actually would have been insane. So Sam Darnold single-handedly has cost me my fantasy season. It's just I don't want to know anything about. Just forget it. I don't want anything to do with him anymore. Flag completes the 3-point play. So we didn't get the 3 from Evans. We got the 3 from Cooper Flag. Duke now trails by 4 here with 3:04 left. So a nice little comeback from our Blue Devils, and Louisville's going to try for 3 again. That doesn't go. They do get the rebound, and they'll reverse it out. Smith for 3 again. In and out as Louisville comes up empty, and they'll get another crack at it as we just can't get our hands on the rebound here. 2 offensive rebound opportunities for the Cardinal. Dyer vehemently disagrees with the out-of-bounds call. I'm not really sure. I don't actually know which way that out-of-bounds call should have gone, but Hepburn brings it in. So Duke's going to have to play defense for yet another possession. Louisville with 3 cracks at it. Will they finally get it? Hepburn, no, they won't get it. And Duke has numbers here, 5-on-4. I don't know if they realize it or not. Proctor is going to go for the deep 3 in and out. He had Isaiah Evans in the corner, man. I don't know why he didn't pass that out. He decided to go for the NBA range 3. Evans was equally as open. He could have put that up. Oh, yeah. A little selfish on that play. So Louisville resetting offense here has 10 seconds to go. Duke's defense really ratcheting up here in this second half. Edwards going to try to drive on James. James, good defense. Edwards, the turnaround jump shot. No. James, the rebound there. So another opportunity for the Blue Devils to continue to cut into the lead. Just take it to the rack. You don't need to rely on the 3. James at the rack rather can't get it. Brown and James, same team, but don't come up with the rebound. They actually fought amongst themselves for it. Oh, there's Cooper Flag, who stole it, actually. What a play from Flag. Flag go in. Oh, Flag gets deflected. Proctor for 3 on the broken play. Nothing. Oh, my goodness. So many opportunities. Wow. I mean, goodness, man. We've been playing lights out defensively, and just our offense has really been betraying us. Hepburn around the world. Turnaround jump shot, nothing. Flag the rebound. Gives it to Proctor. We got 60 seconds here. 2-for-1 opportunity. Yeah, here for Duke. Cooper flag, turnaround jump shot. No. Oh my God. Too difficult on the mid-range shot. We will have the last possession though. Louisville still is stuck on 37. They're going to try to get us. This is a long 2. Nothing. And now, hold it! Hold it! It is literally game clock, shot clock are together. Just hold this for the last possession, please. Please, 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 please. Initiate this offense with less than 10 seconds to go. Do not give Louisville another chance at it. But I really want to see us at least get the, okay, so now you can go 8. I think we got to at least get the shot off. Now we're going a little deep. 4. Oh my God, we're not even going to get the shot off. We literally can't get shots at the end of halves. What? Just put it up. Oh my. I don't understand. Our team can just not like. It's like allergic to putting up shots at the end of the halves and the games. What? What? We lose track of the clock. We go too late. Like what? We just don't have the right set plays. We don't call plays. Like what? What is the? Jeez. Freaking crazy, man. So Louisville's got 1 second. Actually, no, point 4. So 0.4 to go from the sideline in front of their bench, which is effectively where the turnover happened. And you don't really have much time to do it. You gotta like alley-oop it. I mean, it's not a bad place to be, but like we could have been tied or ahead. Like we've missed like our last 4. Like it's essentially hard to. Yeah, they didn't get this off. They didn't get it off. They didn't get it off. I don't know. We've like missed our last in Louisville too. It's just been not great, okay? It's just been a not a great, but we've hit the halftime finally, as that's where we are at. So 7:07 we'll start the second half, looks like. Make sure we have these correct. So 2, so that's 7 fouls on red team and 7 fouls for blue, and that's where we're at. Okay, so that'll be the second half. Okay. Taking a quick look. All right, so let's take a look here. This is what we got. It is not time to panic. 0 of 5 on our possession. Okay, so Double Devil, got it. I think I said 0 of 4. Like we missed our last 4. Okay, we've missed our last 5. They were also breaking everything, which is the case, which sort of helps the situation a little bit. But like, look, like they're still shooting. They're shooting 50%. They're shooting more, almost twice their average here. So 8 for 16 from 3. Louisville had one of the best shooting halves it could ask for, and we're still only down by 4. And we probably had one of the worst shooting halves, honestly, we could ask for. The first, this last sequence here with the 0-5 was brutal, but I feel like our starting sequence was just as equally as brutal. I mean, if you go, it's so weird. Mississippi, okay. Like if we just go to the start, so Proctor starts it off with the 3, and then 3-pointer miss, jumper miss, 3-pointer miss the next 3 shots, turnover, the next 4 shots, 3-pointer miss, and then Kayla Foster hits one finally. So like we miss 4 shots there, and then Kayla Foster seems to be actually doing stuff for us, which is great. Miss here, jumper good. That's like, and then yeah, so these final ones here, let's see. Flag, miss. Tyrese Proctor, miss. 2, layup, miss. 3, Proctor, miss. 4, free throws, okay. Jumper good on that one. Where's the miss? I guess I guess it's actually 0 of 4 Double Devil and not 0 of 5, because this final one was not actually a shot. It was scored as a turnover, but yeah. I mean, flag is solid. That was what I was screaming for the entire time, is to get him inside, because he seems to be able to do anything he wants, more or less, in the paint. I mean, he's 3 of 8. It's slightly inefficient, but like he has actually 2 steals and a block and 7 points. So he's kind of carrying here. Foster with the 9. He also has 3 rebounds. I mean, Malik Brown's got 4 rebounds, so he almost is leading the team in reboundings. I mean, just on the aggregate, Cooper Flag leads the team in every statistical category. But Knipple is the interesting one to me here too. Like, what do you guys? I don't know why it says Ole Miss, because Ole Miss was the game they played last time, that Louisville played last time, and like here it says Duke and here it says Mississippi. I don't know. Knipple is such an interesting one. Like, he's got 3 assists and he's 1 of 5 from the floor, so with only 4 points. Like the game against Auburn too, he had 6 points. Then in the game against Seattle, I go back, he had 11. The game against Seattle, okay, he had 11. Kansas, he also had 11. Arizona, he had 13. So like, and then Wofford, he had 8. I do like his role has like really been changing amongst within the team. It's like he's not really looking to score as much as he is to like facilitate. It's just sort of an interesting kind of situation. And then Malawach with 2, but Malawach has only played 7 minutes. It's so interesting to me. Like, he had that one really good alley-oop that Foster gave him. And it's like, I don't know why we're not doing that more, because they have, especially with Noah Waterman with 3 fouls, like that's their big man down low. They should not have any answers to it once he's out of the game. Go hard at him. Try to foul this dude out in this early, especially get him a 4th foul early in the second half, and then you don't have to contend with him for at least 10 minutes. They're not going to like risk losing him, right? So if he gets a 4th foul, they're just going to bench him, and then we'll see him 10 minutes later, and then you could foul him out. But I mean, we are also losing on the rebounding one, which is the other one that's a killer. Duke traditionally doing very good in the rebounding. This was the stat that we did extremely well on, even in the Kentucky game and the Kansas game, is this rebounding stat. We're down 7 in the rebounds. Halftime's like another 10 minutes or so, Nick. We're down so big on the rebounding. It's crazy. And I really don't like seeing that, even though it's only 4 offensive. But this defensive one is just the defensive rebounding. It's basically Louisville's basically allowed to close out defensive possessions, and Duke is not getting second chance points. So yeah, only 2 second chance points, and then the turnover story is an interesting one because Duke's defensive pressure has been able to force Louisville into these turnovers. So 10 turnovers for Louisville, only 4 for Duke. Like, that is what kind of got us back into the game, to be honest. Louisville was running away from this thing. Duke ratcheted up the defensive pressure, started to get Louisville to turn the ball over, and then we managed to claw our way back into this. The points off turnovers. So off the 10 turnovers, Duke has 14 points off of this, and Louisville only has 6 points off the 4 turnovers there. But this stat is an interesting one, and we're going to have to really watch as the game develops whether we can continue this defensive pressure. The trends. What is this? 1-6. 1 of 6 in their last 6. What is? Oh yeah, we are 1 for our last 6. I think is what it says. I'm trying to figure out what this is telling me. Like we went scoreless. We went scoreless in the last 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Wow. But okay, we went scoreless in the last 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Louisville went scoreless in the last 4 minutes and 23 seconds. So that's great. That is wonderful. That's why both teams have seemingly like gotten stuck here, right? Oh man. We definitely have to get it back into gear. That's for sure. We have to get it back into gear. What do we get? Okay. I mean, that is just the story of the day. We'll get it back into gear here. I'm actually not really worried. Let the freshmen kind of shake the nerves out here in the first half. First game on the road, ACC opponent. I did want to say the interesting one about, we had talked about like I think I had said how this Louisville team was built off of all transfers, like, or somebody had asked me if like Nolan Smith was still on the team, and I was like, no, Nolan. They basically did like a wholesale change. They wiped everyone and just like completely retooled the entire program. You have this James Scott, number 0, was the transfer from College of Charleston, which is where the coach was from. Hadley's a transfer from Colorado, so that's 2. Terrence Edwards, number 5, the one who's been torching us from long range and has the 11 points for Louisville, which is the most on their team. Transfer from James Madison. Rainey Smith was a transfer from Charleston. And then Chucky Hepburn was a transfer from Wisconsin. So basically, those 5 players for Louisville, all transfers that are building this team. No one, it's like nobody on this Louisville team is like from the team that we've been beating up for the last 2 years. They've all have folks that have transferred in, and that's it. Team of mercenaries. Team of mercenaries. The Keon actually pinged me earlier. He's saying he's sitting baseline Cardinal student section on the Duke side of the court. Cardinals do. We'll have to look out for them. Your Lego set took 2 days to build. Nice, Nick. What was your Lego set like? What was it about? What was the set? What was the set? It was a Lego bird. A Lego bird. Nice. Like a real bird or like a imaginary bird? We talking like a Seahawk, which is like imaginary bird? All right. Let's get ready to go here. We're getting ready to roll here in a few minutes. Resuming the play. A kingfish. Let's see. If the Cardinals keep missing threes, I feel better about that all game. Yes. Is it a kingfisher? This bird? I've heard of kingfishers. Those are cool. Cool looking bird. There you go. There you go. It's a kingfisher. That's awesome. Caitlin Clark has the most valuable women's trading card in trading card history. I'm not surprised, actually, by that. I am not surprised. All right. Focus in 20 minutes to get that first ACC win and get out of here. The long rebounds are just so brutal for us. Yeah. 20 minutes to cook the bird. 20 minutes to cook the bird indeed. Okay. I mean, I'm looking at our stat sheet here, and I'm seeing Cooper Flagg is going to have to go for 20. All right, he's going to have to get to the 20-point mark if we're going to win this thing. Coop is we're just going to have to ride Coop. I don't think we actually need more 3-point chances. I think we should just take it into the paint, man. I want to see a foul on this Noah Waterman dude within the first. But by the time we reach the under 16 timeout, I want to see a foul on number 93 of Louisville to get him his fourth. All right, that's what I want to see out of this. And that's what I'm talking about. You're saying he's a short bench because of injuries. Yeah. So get them in foul trouble. Like, go at this guy 93. Have him make a decision. Either he plays defense on you or he picks up a foul, and just make it happen. As the Cardinal will start here with the ball in the second half. Here's Scott, and his 10 seconds to shoot as the Duke defense seems to continue to be playing pretty well here. Smith way back. Nice rebound there by Flag on the weak side. As good defense here by Duke keeps us in it and makes Louisville miss their first shot of the second half. Ball in the hands of Proctor here as we've really flattened out the baseline. Hit 3 Blue Devils along the baseline. There's the high screen by Malawach, and now Flag. One-on-one. Louisville brings the double team. The turnaround jump shot for Flag is no good. And that's a brutal start there for Duke. And the three-pointer there by Louisville, no. Flag with another rebound, and now an opportunity in transition, but Duke doesn't want to push it. James over to Proctor, and to James. Spinning. James with the left hand, he gets fouled. Nice. And that is, 3 on James Scott. Okay, so not really the one I wanted a foul on, but I will take a third foul on anybody, really. I'll take a third and fourth fouls. Just start racking them up, man. I mean, they've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've played 7 guys. All right? You need to put 5 on the floor. Start fouling people. James makes the first. Start racking up the fouls. They're only 7 deep. And James makes the second, so he's got both of them, and we now have a 2-point game here as Duke is extending pressure. Proctor trying to get a steal here out at near midcourt. Doesn't quite get it. And this is going to be a 3-pointer for Louisville. Yeah, it's wide open. We lost Hadley. Lost him going underneath the screen. No, you don't forfeit. You just play. You just don't play with 5. I've never seen it happen, but can nipple for 3. He got hit. No, they say they got ball. Okay. Good defense by Knipple. They're going backdoor on Noah. Oh, what a block. And now Duke has an opportunity here. Give it to Knipple. Give it to Malawach. Give it to Malawach. Okay, no, fine. Knipple takes it himself. 6 points for Knipple, so now back down to 3. Hepburn, nice feed. Oh my goodness. And 1. Wow, what a feed, man. That was a crazy feed by Hepburn. Crazy feed. They take Waterman out of the game? They took Waterman out of the game here. It looks like he's cramping or he's got an ankle or something there on the bench. Scott for the and 1 free throw, good. 43-37, Louisville by 6. Oh, wow, Proctor. We got so lucky there. They called that one a foul. Foul on Hepburn, that's his first. I don't know. I thought Proctor just lost it. All right, so Duke with the continued opportunity here. Knipple going around the screen there. Gets it to Malawach. And now Sion James dribbling into the paint, back outside. 9 seconds to shoot. Cooper Flag's got it. Taking it inside. Driving baseline is Proctor. The turnaround jump shot. Beauty. As Proctor drills it there for 2 more. A little bit more flow to the Duke offense here in this second half. Ooh, they were trying to get the pick and roll there. Good defense by Knipple, and Edwards goes right at him, though. Better offense by Edwards And we've still have a 6-point game. Malawatch to Knipple, flag on the ground. Get it outside to him. Flag for 3. Oh, he finally gets it. Wow, Cooper flag up off the ground with the 3-pointer. Get back on defense, though. Oh, my goodness, the 3-pointer. No, woof, we just dodged a bullet. The bird was flying in the air, and Duke dodged it there. Proctor. Oh, Proctor just danced on the dude. Malawatch offensive board. No. Cardinal there, and we have a foul. Foul on James. Can't believe we did not come down with that 2-point bucket. That is crazy. It's like they're just keeping us at arm's length. Like we get to within like 2 or 3 points and we just can't get over the hump. It kind of feels like that Kentucky and that Kansas game. Louisville now dribbling on flag. That's going to be another foul on flag as Ruths will go to the free throw line. That's his 3rd foul. It's probably okay for now. He's still probably all right, but yeah, when I wanted to force the 3rd foul on or the 4th foul in Louisville, we did not get that. Waterman's being very well protected on the bench. The Duke is 3 of its last 4. Hit 3 of 4 in our last 4 rather, but the 3-point shot still just is not happening, except for the Cooper flag one that he did manage to hit. I mean, we're shooting 30% from 3, 6 of 20. Not great. Not great, folks. Not great. Just looking at the latest stats here. Flag with 6 rebounds, leading the team. Still 2 steals and the block. And now 10 points. So he's got the most points and rebounds. Also played the most minutes. Where are the opportunities for Duke? It'd be strange being 5 versus 3 for more than 5 minutes. I just don't think like the problem is like the refs. The refs really don't. The refs are really not ones to foul people out of games. I don't know. It's like that to get that 5th foul is a little bit more than 1 through 4. I mean, the defense is still playing very well. There's here in the second half. Wait. Here, second half. There we go. Yeah, I mean, Louisville 3 of 7, Duke 3 of 6, so not much better. That's like really the problem is that like yeah, our defense can keep us in the game, but our offense isn't helping us like produce or like get over the hump at all. It's just stagnant. 4 rebounds to 3, so at least we're doing that right. So coming out of this under 16 timeout, what was we had media time. It's Cooper flag foul. That's right. Okay, so Louisville at the line for 2 shots here. Oh, we missed one. All right, that is one of the first misses from the free throw line here. They were 8 of 10 prior to that. Now, no, sorry, they were 9 of 10, and now they make 1 out of 2 as Ruth's has 7 here, and the lead is 4 for Louisville. Oh my goodness, Duke almost with a turnover there, but manages to save it. Foster got a little careless there with the ball. Flag bailed him out. We just get over the hump here. Flag driving in the middle of 4 Cardinals, gets his own miss. It wasn't even really a rebound. Outside to Proctor. No. The 3-pointer no good. Is Duke still cold from the outside, and the 4-point margin stays. That flag drive in and amongst 4 different Cardinal defenders, as looks like Shire has kept Flag into the game, even despite the 3 fouls. So 3 fouls for Foster, 3 fouls for Flag. That foul is going to go against Proctor. Just be a foul on the floor. Bring Isaiah Evans in. Fortunately, he didn't really do much in the first half except get beat off the dribble. Proctor is still our best 3-point shooter, Chris. He's hit 2 3-pointers in every single game. Oh, good defense by Flag. Down 3-point shot. Flag with the rebound, and he's only hit 1 so far today, actually. So he's a little under his performance, under his average there. Proctor, get it outside. Nice extra pass now to Foster there. Nope, short. The pass from Knipple was correct, but the shot just wasn't there. So we stay 46-42. Oh, a 3-pointer by Louisville as they extend it to 7. I mean, you got to think we have all these opportunities on this offensive side of the floor, and we just can't convert. Just cannot convert. It puts so much pressure on your defense because eventually Louisville's going to score, and they're already ahead. So they're not the ones that are like, needing point. Oh, that Foster shot is terrible. Oh my God. That was so bad, man. Foster's not allowed to shoot anymore, okay? That's that ball turnover there by Louisville. It's just the offense. There just is nothing moving offensively right now. I don't even know who the point's going to come from right now, because somebody's going to have to step up. Knipple picks up his dribble. Brown gives it to Proctor. Proctor to Flag. Flag loses it. Manages to stay in. He has to get back outside to Foster with 6. Foster loses it. We got a foul. Got a foul on Hepburn, looks like. Second foul on him. That'll reset the shot clock, because Duke really just did not have anything going there on that possession. We got a fresh 20 here. And it looks like Gillis is getting ready to check back in. Flag is going to go for 3. That shot looks good, but it was on line, but it was too strong. Proctor's going to go for 3 on the offensive board. Nothing. Tap out by Brown right into the hands of Louisville's Terrence Jr. And Terrence is going to go baseline. He gets bumped. Yep. Bumped by Proctor here. A bit of a mess. This is starting to get away from us here, folks. Not good. The shots are just not falling. I mean, you had Flag with a wide open 3, couldn't hit it. Proctor, wide open 3, couldn't hit it. One of 6 now. Flag 1 of 3. Knipple 0 of 4. Foster 2 of 6. I mean, team needs a spark, man. This team absolutely needs a spark. Yeah, I agree, Timothy. Drive to the basket, but like they're just not. They're just settling for outside threes. Decent defense here by Knipple. At least he is playing good D. Turnaround jump shot by Terrence. Nothing. Malik Brown with the rebound. Still margin is 7, but Duke just can't do anything with it as Foster almost dribbles himself into a turnover here. Like Louisville hasn't been playing its big man, and Malawach is nowhere to be seen. So bizarre about like what the strategy is here. Like the strategy clearly isn't go inside because we don't have Malawach. So I don't understand. Like what we're just gonna try to like shoot here, like shoot our way into this. Proctor finally breaks the scoring drought here. As, although we can't trade it right to Edwards, just right into the paint. Just right into the paint. No resistance. Nobody's like no resistance at all. So like we get finally a 2, and then Louisville comes back, and then it's just the easy 2-point layup for them. Like Gillis is now at the point guard, which is actually opening up Proctor. So they're moving Proctor off the ball with Gillis in as the point guard. This is an interesting little wrinkle there. See if we can get a turnover here. It's 10 seconds to shoot. Next whistle will be a media timeout. Oh my God. Speaking of next whistle, Gillis with a hand check gets called. That's his second, and there's the next whistle. So still a 5-point. I don't know, Archangel. I don't understand. Malawach just played 11 minutes. We should have a height advantage here. We should be able to pound it in the paint and at least get rebounds. Duke still losing the rebounding margin by 6. He just hasn't been playing. I don't understand why. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. If we should be trying to pound the rock inside using a height advantage, we're clearly not, decidedly not doing that. So it's just like we're 17 of 47 and Louisville is 16 of 36, and yet we're down 5. We've taken 11 more shots than Louisville. Our shooting percentage is just atrocious. Atrocious. Look, 6 of 25 from 3-point land. They are 10 of 22. God. Also, like, we can't get to the free throw line. Only 6 of 7 from the free throw line. So we've only taken 7 free throws. They've taken 11. They're 9 of 11. So they're beating us there too, and we're going to beat in the rebounding. Timothy's ready to hang it up. I mean, we're still in the game is the crazy part, right? It's only a 5-point game. That's like we've played this second half even, basically. 13 for Duke, 14 for Louisville. It's even. Certainly isn't going our way, and it's like, who is going to break us out of the malaise here? Because it's just like we're sort of like putzing along, and Proctor there with 11. He's hit the last 2 buckets. Playing off the ball, so they found something there a little bit, maybe, with moving Proctor off the ball. I would have liked to have seen Malawach have more than 2 points. I mean, Evans is on the bench, not playing. It's like we're sort of like panicking, and then our rotation shrinks. Or we get behind and our rotation shrinks. It's like the classic Duke move. Get behind, shrink the rotation, start playing hero ball. Not great. Not great. Yes, Duke does need to play better. And yeah, and look, like Waterman still with 3 fouls. We're 8.5 minutes into the game. The big boy on Louisville still sitting there with 3 fouls, so we haven't clearly attacked him. I'd like to see us put in Malawach and have Waterman try to defend Malawach to pick up a 4th foul. Like what? I don't know. Oh my gosh, they lost Hepburn. Oh my goodness, but we managed to get the rebound because of Cooper Flagg is just an animal. Cooper Flagg going to take it coast to coast, and there is Cooper Flagg single-handedly saving the entire possession because we were not going to come down with that rebound. Oh my gosh, another cheap foul there as Isaiah Evans gets called. That's the 6th team foul. The next will be the bonus. Cooper Flagg just wants it more than anybody else, man. This kid is something else. Oh wait, no. That is a shooting foul. So no, sorry, that is the 7th team foul. So I've missed one. The 1-and-1. Foster 3, 3, 2. Oh, Knipple has 1. Okay. This is Terrence with 16th and 17th points. And the lead goes back to 5. This is very much like the Carolina Georgia Tech. Flagg again. 14 point. I say he needs 20 if we're gonna win this thing. He's like single-handedly carrying us to the promised land at the moment. Flagg trying to go for the block. They called him on it. They called this foul on. Oh my God, they called that foul on Flagg. That's his 4th. Ugh. He is in trouble. Duke is in trouble, actually. Oh my goodness, he should have just let him have it. Like he's too he can't risk that 4th foul as Flagg's got to come out. Yeah, I think that's what John is telling him is you can't risk that foul. So now basically somebody else has got to stand up because the entire offense was Cooper Flagg here for the next 5 minutes or so. And Terrence Edwards remains perfect. At the free throw line, he's hit his last 4, which are the last 4 points for Louisville. 55-50. The margin still hasn't changed one bit as Hepburn gets called for his 3rd foul. James looking for a screen there by Brown. No, actually just gives it to Brown. Knipple coming off a hard screen. Knipple going to shoot 3. Yes! Con Knipple with a nice shot. He's got 9. So Knipple finding the range here. Now back to a 2-point game with an opportunity, assuming we get a stop, opportunity here for Duke to really hammer it down on defense. If Duke comes... I'll read that in a second as Hepburn's got it. There, good switch by Proctor. James, oh my God. James just like, that is a defensive pass interference. That is literally an NFL cornerback who lost his receiver and then tried to recover. Oh my goodness. If Duke comes back and wins this, like people saying the refs help them, even though Duke is getting called for fouls every trip, like that cannot be right because Duke right now. That's his first on Cian James. Is Louisville is shooting significantly more free throws. Okay, as they missed that one, but like. It is the foul situation is 9-4 at the moment at the 9:50 mark of the second half. There's no such thing. So like that can't be right. That anybody tries to use that argument is like immediately disqualified. Although Louisville just did miss both of them, that is effectively a turnover. So we traded a Cian James foul, which is his first, for a Louisville turnover. I'll take it. Actually, as Knipple here, that's another foul there by Louisville. That's on Smith. That's his first. That's 5. I mean, the refs really have gone happy with the whistle here. The sort of the continuity of play has the flow of play has really slowed down. To be honest here. Gillis to James. And James trying to drive. He should just have a dunk. Yes, he does. He had a lane to the basket. I mean, it just parted like the Red Sea, man. 55 all. Can we get another defensive stop? Can we get another defensive stop? Hepburn being guarded by James. Here's a Smith who lost it. 9 seconds on the shot clock here. Hepburn still being guarded by James. Now switched off and Brown steals it and gets it up ahead to Proctor. He's going to have to slow it down because it was 1-on-4. Give it a second here. James is going to put the ball on the deck and he's going to get fouled as he'll go to the that should have been an and one dunk. I don't know how he didn't come up with that one. What a steal by Malik Brown. How does James not come? Oh, that was the previous one. So James will go to the free throw line. What a steal by Malik Brown, by the way. Another elite defensive play by Brown, who has just been, oh man, this dude has been fantastic. Like defensively fantastic. I have nothing but praise for the man. And Cian James at the free throw line makes the first. That gives him 8. And he makes the second. So now Duke has its first lead since literally the first shots of the game, when it was 3-2 off a Tyrese Proctor 3-pointer. 57-55. And the back cut there by Smith, as that's a breakdown defensively. 57 all. Back and forth we go. Knipple passes it to Brown. One dribble up, Brown. There you go. Nice. Malik Brown right underneath the basket. Duke now ahead by 2 again. Duke's got to find itself some defense here to extend the lead. We've been playing defensively very, very well. And all this happening, by the way, with Cooper Flagg on the bench with his 4 fouls. But both Duke and Louisville playing much smaller. There's the switch. Malik Brown onto Hepburn. And Hepburn loses it again. Up ahead is Cian James to Brown. Brown with the run out. The second time in a row that Brown has switched onto Hepburn has resulted in a steal. The quick shot by Louisville is no good. The rebound down to James. Now restoring a little bit of order here, as that was a very quick shot by Louisville. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Duke trying to run some action. 10. We gotta make something happen. Come on. There's Proctor. Proctor in the paint. Proctor with the hand. Yes, Proctor with the left hand. Duke is 9 for its last 9, and now has opened a 6-point lead. Or is Louisville going to call a timeout? Timeout. Yes. Timeout. Timeout. Louisville. Yeah, that's their second timeout here. Wow. Duke is from Death Note. I don't know what that is. Wow, we have really turned it up here. Yeah. Whew. Duke on a 13-3 run. 9 for its last 9. Yeah, 9 for its last 9 since a Tyrese Proctor miss at 13:29. Have not missed. Incredible. Maybe Cooper going to the bench is what we need. I mean, honestly, Tim, Cooper going to the bench means somebody else has to step the heck up. And if we were sort of asking ourselves, well, who was going to do that? All right, the answer has been Tyrese, Malik, and James. Sion James has stepped up big. In this run here, let's take a look. These last 9, okay, since Cooper Flagg went to the bench, right? Con Knipple's got a 3. Sion James has got a dunk. Malik Brown's got 2. And Tyrese Proctor has got the had a lay-in there at the rim. So 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 points since Cooper Flagg went to the bench on the extended run. Louisville scoreless in the last minute 31. Yeah, but that's the crazy thing about this defense is, remember, the last Louisville points, I'm pretty sure the last 6 Louisville points have come from the free throw line. Okay, no. There was the run out. The Smith beat us on a cut to the rim. So that's 2 there for him. But otherwise, it's all been from the free throw line. We have made their life very, very difficult to get actual shots. This is why defense is so important. When you're not shooting well, you can rely on the defense to keep you in games till you make some shots. Yeah, the problem is, Archangel, is like that is true, except that at some point you have to start making shots, because there's like each possession becomes so much bigger as the time starts running out on you, right? And then the pressure to play that defense just starts mounting. But yes, in theory, that is correct. The Edwards has 1. Smith has 1. Okay, so I was missing a few fouls. Okay, Hepburn has 2. I'm missing a few fouls on Louisville, but that's correct, I think. So 7, 13. We're back in control. The shots have been a bucket of ice water. They've been very cold. But look, like we said, it hasn't happened from the 3. Everybody in chat all game has been saying attack the basket, and literally the last 11 points are at the rim, except for the Con Kniple 3. We've basically stopped shooting from beyond the arc. Like, finally, John Shire figured out. He's like, guys, no more 3s. Just take it to the rack. Get action going to the rim. I would continue to sit Flagg until let's see, you have 3 minutes till the under 4 timeout. I would continue to sit him at least another 2 minutes until it gets under 5. I think we're still okay here. Brown has just been a defensive nightmare as he's now switched back onto Hepburn. He has been a defensive nightmare for Hepburn. And here's Waterman. And Waterman just lost the ball. And that is a Louisville turnover. Now, they may decide to go offense-defense here and bring Flagg back in. Or are we just going to go back? We're just going to go back to commercial. All right, we're just going to go back to commercial. That's cool. All right, that's cool. We're going to go right back to commercial. While we're in commercial, everybody say hi to the dog. Hi, bud. Hi. 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 There you are. Wave. 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 Wag that tail. He's wagging his tail. Wagging the tail. Wag the tail. Duke firmly in control at the moment, but obviously on the road. You got to close. Now we got to close the game out. Now we have to close the game out here. All right. This has got to be. We got to be really good with the ball. The turnover story is still been incredible because of the Duke defense. The Duke has not turned the ball over at all in the second half. Duke had 4 turnovers in the first half. It has 4 turnovers for the game. 0 turnovers so far for Duke. Louisville, that was Louisville's 14th turnover so far in the game, okay? And as far as the second half goes, I'm pretty sure that's going to be 6 for them. As we go to turnovers, 4. Okay, it's only 4. So they had 10 in the first. So they also started to play a much better game, but a brutal turnover. Kentucky shot themselves out of the game at Clemson. I mean, Kentucky just beat Gonzaga last night, so Kentucky's a really good team. That Kentucky team is real. You know, when you play teams very early in the season, you're sort of like, is this team real? Like, what is because I think the Kentucky team is real, for real. Yeah, they're good. All right, folks, we're getting ready to. Well, Gonzaga was like 0 of 9 from 3 in the second half. I mean, yeah, it feels a lot like us, right? Live by the 3, die by the 3, except we have options. We can go inside. Here's the key. Here's the key right now. You got 6:48 to go. Duke ball, right? Question is, do we see Cooper Flagg coming out of this timeout to play some offense? Could be. I would like to see us up by 10 at the 4-minute timeout. So the next 3 minutes are critical. I do not want to see Louisville get back in this thing, all right? I do not want to see this game tied by the time we hit the under 4 timeout. I want to see Duke extend this lead, 67-57. All right, we need a 10-point lead by the time we go into this under 4. And we at least feel better about ourselves. This game has been ugly. Absolutely. This game has been ugly. But Duke's defense has managed to keep us in it. Keep itself in it. Here we go. All right, here we go. Sion James playing point. Knipple in. Brown in. Gillis in. And Proctor is your 5 for the Blue Devils here. That has been the lineup that has been working for Duke. On the curl there is Knipple. That shot no good. Malik Brown with a huge offensive board. Reset the shot clock to 20 seconds. Run some offense here. Just don't take a quick shot. Find a good shot. Find a better shot here. 10 seconds to James. Try to get it to Brown. His man fell over. And that's as good a shot as you're going to get. Malik Brown for 2 more. He's got 6, all in the second half. Actually, all in the last 4 minutes. Edwards can't make it. Offensive rebound, rather, for Louisville. The 3-pointer, no good. Brown with a defensive board. There you go. Finally, Louisville's gone cold from the floor. And just ditch the 3, y'all. Just ditch the 3. You don't need it. You are making pay dirt in the paint right now. Knipple is not going to listen to me. Go for 3, but it doesn't matter. He hits it. Huge. He's come on strong here in the second half. Duke by 11. The wheels are coming off for Louisville here. 5:30 to go, and Duke is on a sustained 11-0 run as they've opened an 11-point game. No, sorry. We have hit our last 11 shots. That shot's still no good for Louisville. We got a foul on Knipple. Foul on Knipple. Second. All right. Okay, yes, 11-0 run and an extended 20-4 run in the last 6 minutes. This is a 1-1, I believe. No, it's actually 2 shots. According to all the Duke players, Khan is the best shooter. Well, that was what we were talking about earlier. It's to like he had 2 points like earlier in the game. Knipple did. And the first goes down for Waterman. Actually his first point of the game. Actually, an incredible turnaround here for the Duke team as the second one is no good. So Duke leads by 1. Incredible turnaround for Duke, especially when Cooper Flagg going to the bench. You would think that Flagg going to the bench, Duke was trailing by 4. Okay. Flag goes to the bench, and then we just start ripping shots here as Knipple almost had it. But a huge offensive board by Malik Brown. No, actually, we're going to make a mess of it and give it right back to Louisville. Oh, that three-pointer was almost good by Knipple. The spin move there by Hadley. Yeah, he got a quick one. That's what Louisville needs, is quick hitters. What a turn! What a huge turnaround! Actually, that was a 5-point swing, and we got a foul. Sorry, we got a timeout. Yeah, and Flag is going to come back into the game here, which is actually exactly what we said. I would keep Cooper Flag out of the game until there are 5 minutes left, and at the 4:42 mark, which is the first whistle after 5 minutes, Cooper Flag is coming back in. There you go. Nice, new killer. I'm pretty sure, though, that these, let's see, teams, individual. Hey, they finally got rid of Ole Miss on the thing. I wish I could see the breakdown by. So Flag back into the game. Duke by 8. Flag's got 4 fouls. Yeah, Brown lost the rebound. He got knocked down to the ground. He was in perfect position. I thought he was going to put it right back up and get this 2 extra second chance points for 2. That was like super unfortunate. And even then, Gillis like couldn't recover it, who was also standing right next to him either, which was not great. So Knipple, it gives it to Flag. Flag, nice shot. Yes, Flag. He comes right back in, and he's got 2 more. He's got 16. Now Flag's got to be careful on this end. Hepburn gives it up. He's been tentative, Hepburn has been in this second half. He only has 8. Actually, that's tipped. They're going to call it still Louisville ball. I wish ESPN wouldn't compare Flag to Leitner. It's not fair. He played 4 years. Yeah, he played 4 years and had, what, 2 national titles? It's not quite there yet. I agree, Tim. Have any of you heard of Incarnate Word before this upcoming game? Yes, actually. I feel like we've played them before. Believe it or not, I feel like we have played them before. I've heard of them because like some other program has like beat up on them or whatever. But yes, next game on Tuesday, right here, 7:00 Eastern. Make sure to hit the like and the sub and come back for the game on Tuesday. We do all the games together, and we have the best Duke community here during the games. But this game has taught Duke they don't need to be shooting outside so much and can go inside. Again, the craziness of this thing is that we've also done this without Malawach on the inside. I would love to understand, maybe there's going to be some talk about it in the press conference after the game as to what Shire's thinking with not playing Malawach was. I'd be very keen on understanding what that was. Either way, it seems to have worked. Also, by the way, what we have asked for has happened. So we said we really want Duke to be leading by at least 10 points. Go at the under 4 timeout. If the Louisville ties this thing at the under 4 timeout, we are in serious trouble. Here it is, Duke with 3:37 left on the game clock and the first whistle after the under 4, leading by 10. So we're just on a roll right now. By the way, I also called the Saints blocked field goal of the Giants to win the game. You can, if Double Devil is still in chat, he can attest to it. I sent him the text message that said like block here, maybe the Saints defense block here ? And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. Mainly because I was playing the Saints defense and needed extra fantasy points. But that is the second block field goal I have called. I called one for Aubrey earlier this year when they were playing at Pittsburgh. The night game. It's one of those games out there. So yes. What other prognostication or prediction do y'all need? I'm here for another 10 minutes or so. As far as how far we've got for this game. But Incarnate Word is like a tune-up game. It's kind of odd. It's like we go ACC game, then we play like cupcake, like whatever game, and then we go again, like, and then we're like full ACC slate basically. Should be. Let's pull up the schedule here. So there you go. There's your. Oh, we are not full ACC. Then we have a week off. Oh, then they have a week off because of final exams. So reading period. Then we get George Mason. Okay. George Mason of Final Four Larinaga fame, I guess, from back in the day. And then Georgia Tech on the 21st. And then we have a Christmas break. And then we're in full swing. All right, so we get two tune-up games. If for nothing else, this Duke team has been proven itself to be extremely resilient. Like extremely resilient and mature, I think, beyond its years. In each of these games, Kentucky, Arizona, Kansas, and Auburn, Duke was down early in the game and came back to make it competitive. What they've shown tonight, they were down by 14 points and now they're up by 10. Basically, they know that no matter what, it seems like they can rely on their defense to keep them them in games, and they have a belief that they can come back in these things because of the experience that they've had in those games against the elite competition in the country, by the way, right? Which Louisville is not. Okay. And that's a turnover, but it's the 15th turnover by Louisville. And Duke looks like we're going to have this, boys. This is boys and girls. Both me and my mom's teams played Kentucky's team. Which one's your mom's team, Cat? We're just killing clock right now. And Cooper Flagg, great clock management for Cooper Flagg, who got his 4th foul, and then we were able to keep him playing. Ooh, Knippel's 3 is no good, despite how far back he wants to lean. It's not going to make it go in or not. Oh, Gonzaga. Okay, yeah. Smith for 3. Ooh, Louisville drills that one. Actually gives them a little bit of life here. So it's a 7-point game with 2:20 to go. Clock has started here. We can tick this close to 140. We are going to need a bucket. Oh, that's a reach around foul. Yep, absolutely. By Hadley. That's his 3rd. That'll be a 1-1. Yeah, that was an overtime game, wasn't it? For that, Kentucky had to win in overtime. So Flagg for 1-1. We saw Flagg being clutch in the game against Auburn, although his left quad doesn't look very good right now. And he makes the first. So Cooper Flagg, again, clutch at the line. The free throws at the end of the Auburn game were enormous. He went 4-4 there late in clutch time. In a way, almost closing out that game like he didn't close out the other ones, but he closed it out at the free throw line. So nicely done. He made both of them here. So back out to a 9-point game as Louisville will call time. And they are down to a single timeout here. Why does he cramp up so much? Because he's only 17 years old. He's trying to play basically like 40 minutes worth. He was nursing this on the sideline there. Oh, okay, twisted ankle, cramps, ankles, anything with the feet though. We're like, whoa. Do not give me any foot injuries. I don't want to have it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know anything about it. No good. Hepburn for 3. That's up short. And are we going to get a rebound here? Yes, Malik Brown is going to get a rebound, and they're going to call a foul. That will be a foul on Terrence Edwards. Second foul, which will put us... Are we shooting here? I think we are shooting. Malik Brown to the free throw line. Yeah, flag's good, man. Flag's good. Yes, they have announced the bowl games. Duke is playing Ole Miss. Hold on. It's an SEC team in the Gator Bowl in Jacksonville on the 2nd of January. Oh my God, Malik Brown, that was bad. Yes, it is Ole Miss. I was right. Duke will play Ole Miss at 7:30 p.m. January 2nd, 2025. There we go. The game's in Jacksonville, Florida. The miss there, the block actually by Brown. So another Malik Brown block. 10 seconds left in the shot clock here. James gives it over to Flag. Flag gets his own board and a dunk. That's 20 points for Cooper Flag. The third prediction of the night comes true. I said if we're going to win this game, Cooper Flag is going to have 20. Roll the tape. We're just on a roll today. I don't think Ole Miss beat Bama. Bama lost to Vandy. Oklahoma. Beat Georgia. And there's the foul there as James will go to the free throw line. That should be an and one still. Cooper Flag with the stare down. Oh my gosh. Ole Miss, the team that ESPN wants us to be. No, that was just some random, it was a stats website actually. I don't know. I don't know who the third Alabama loss is. Vandy? Oh, Tennessee. I was going to say, yeah, Tennessee was the other one. Yeah. Sion James got both of the free throws, by the way, so up 13. And that is Cooper Flag's 5th personal. Cooper Flag now has the notoriety of having fouled out of his first collegiate game. And Timothy's saying, I believe it'll be Tennessee's year. Very interesting. Tennessee there getting in as well. So with 40 seconds to go, Duke by 13, 76-63. We really pulled this one together, Chad. I love the belief here. Boise State or Arizona State win. That's crazy. That'd be wild. That was the only Boise State loss is to Oregon, right? That was a close game between Oregon and Boise State. Too bad that they don't. Boise State does have a home game, right? They're going to play on the blue turf. I love how they compare a Flag to Leitner. We'll talk about him potentially being one of the most hated guys if he stays more than 1 year, which Cooper's not going to stay more than 1 year. Yeah, Cooper Flag would absolutely become the next Duke, like the next Grayson Allen. Like pick up the mantle of like hated Duke. We haven't really had one of those like hated Duke players, like really hated Duke players since like Grayson Allen, where like the entire media narrative is about like, yeah, gotta get it over. Timeout. Shire called timeout with the second left on the clock. Yeah, we really haven't had a seriously hated Duke player since Grayson Allen, which is it's been like what it's been like 7 years 7 or 8 years, we're like overdue. But yeah, Cooper Flag totally fits the bill. Although he seems like too much of a nice guy to like actually like step on somebody or like not or Filipowski was the closest. Yes, that's true. That's true. Flip definitely like was edging into that territory. I'll give you that. True. True. The whole Philip Hascott situation like got so weird at the end. I don't know. Sort of bizarre. Apparently he's doing okay in the NBA though, so whatever. To each their own. But all right, it looks like we will in fact make fried chicken out of these Cardinals tonight. So the little moniker up top held. Your stepson goes to ASU. I hear it's a wild party school, Cat fan. That is I'm sure they're going to be very, very excited. They're going to be very eager there with the whole playoff. Brown there with the final defensive rebound, and that should do it, actually. Oh, they actually did call a turnover, even though it was a timeout. But okay, they granted the timeout, and then it was also a turnover. I don't know. All right, that's it. Well, Grayson Allen in Phoenix for his revive. Grayson Allen has always played pretty well in the NBA, though. I mean, he's made good money. Can't complain. Okay, that's it. Wild game, folks. What a comeback! What a comeback by our boys here. Cooper Flag gonna finish with the 20 points and 12 rebound double here, along with the 5 fouls. Perfect at the free throw line. And then Sion James actually 6 of 6 at the free throw line. Really love to see that. One of our better free throw shooters. Con Kinnable came on really strong here in the second half. I wish I had a button to flip this between halves, because I'm pretty sure he only had 2 points in the first, and then it came up with 10. The Gator Bowl is so old. The Beatles played there in '64. That must have been one hell of a concert, Archangel. That is. I was really disappointed. It's in Jacksonville, which is at the top end of Florida. It's far. I wish they played down in Miami, or at least Orlando. Orlando would have been doable. You could take the train from Miami to Orlando. Jacksonville is like freaking far, man. Like 6 hours. It's brutal. Get up there. Also Malik Brown with 3 steals. We saw Malik Brown just put like Hepburn in hell. I mean, it was awful. He started like these 4 turnovers, 3 Malik Brown steals, like 4 Hepburn turnovers. These things are like completely related. Like this dude, he put the Auburn guy in hell, and he put this dude, like, man, the defense that Malik Brown has been playing, give this man like defensive AC, like could be defensive ACC of the year, right? Certainly first team all defense ACC, maybe ACC defensive player of the year. We'll see. But this guy's playing fantastic defense. Evans, unfortunately, again, not a great game. Played 10 minutes, 0 of 2, no points. I mean, we were hoping that the Auburn game was kind of the coming out party, but like, hasn't really happened yet. A little bit more development for Isaiah Evans still needed there, I think. And then, Proctor breaks his streak of hitting at least 2 3-pointers in every single Duke game. He went 1 of 6, but still ended up with 13 points, which is pretty good. Malik Brown added 6 points in the second half. Sion James added 7, I think. He finished with 11. Huge contributions, and then Knipple added 10. So fantastic second half here for the Blue Devils, as Chat was saying. Great comeback. All right. What a no in the ACC. We got the first one notched in there. Lock it in. Good to go. The dog appreciates it. Look at that. He's hungry. He wants some food. He wants dinner. All right. That's going to be it for us here tonight. Enjoy the Sunday night football game. Chargers Chiefs. Could be interesting. We'll see. I have this replacement running back from the Chargers. I hope he gets at least a touchdown. I get something, man. I really need it. And I hope Kareem Hunt gets absolutely nothing. And then I will make my fantasy playoffs. But that might be too much to ask for. We will see. So that's going to be it for us tonight. We'll see you back here on Tuesday. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here tonight. Good comeback by our guys. We'll see you all on Tuesday. And as always, go Duke. Good night.